Don't do it.
What to say when the right words fail to find the light of day? Oh, when everything is lost and mixed feelings seed a hurricane of hearts, 'cause the trouble with you is the trouble with me. As the weeks and months and years dragged on when we didn't do all things.
Yes, no sour pleases, please.
To lift a smile.
What the hell happened?
Have to raise the dead. You know, far too much regret.
Hey, sorry, I can't hear you. Just joking, I'm deaf. It's me, the Quiet Man.
In the time that
Hey, get your hair out of your ears. I can't hear, Mom. What's up?
it's the room.
Oh, you don't have a fever. It's alright, I love you anyway, you deaf son of a bitch. Oh, I hate being deaf. It sucks. It makes me want to cry.
It takes from being one of us.
Hey, buddy.
Is
You and I, we're friends now with the Falafel Man. Remember from the start of the...
to win it
We got this special handshake and everything, but...
again. Stargazers,
Alright, now this is the start of the game, I recall. This is the Quiet Man. That's... I don't know who that is. I think that's the mother, but... Yeah, that's the pretty much the first scene. Remember, that's Dustin Hoffman. It's not even a good song. Oh. It is an anime intro, dude. You remember, the thing is, he's deaf. But he's also that Birdman. 6 foot versus 5'11". Supervoid, remember that? That was in a couple of scenes. Something, 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 The Quiet Man! I thought this part was a flashback, though. Or a dream? I know, but who's saving who, though? Man, I sure hope we don't grow up and have to fight each other one day for some reason. One of the scenes took place here. Remember this when you fought your dad who was a bird, but you were also a bird and resurrected from death because you got shot by not blocking the bullet, and you came back from the depths of hell and you did the whoosh kick 28 times and you picked them up by the cuff of the shirt and you punched them. Ooh, my nuts, that hurts, and I still don't know what happened at all, but the game is done, so that's a good call. It's not over yet, sorry. That's also a recurring theme.
Rest assured that love lies beyond.
But what can you flash back now? Because we've already seen the whole game. And a 3, 2, 1, go the time it takes for a smile to cross the room. Square Enix. Post-credits sequence. Not so quiet anymore. There's sound! What? You can't subtitle something that's not happening. To be answered in 3 days. What? So they're making, as Chad has mentioned, a voice patch to be part of the Quiet Man at a later date, sometime this week. Very bold decision. You know, I think it speaks to something. I think it speaks to the fact that the game is very bad, and they knew it was bad, so they were like, what could make it better? What about, like, removing all of the audio to make it seem like there's something else going on here? So Chad wants me to read producer's letter number 2. Is that in-game resources, or... Look up ending movie sound ver in the game's credits folder. The Quiet. This PC. One moment, please. By the way, this game is 40 gigs, in case you wanted, like, another reason to get it. If you really want to fill up your hard drive space. What's that? The Quiet Man, all capitals. Moon. Content. Movies. Oh my god. There's a lot. Van Quest. Credits. What on earth is a .bk2 file? .bk2. Bink Video. It's a proprietary file format developed by Rad Game Tools. It supports modern resolutions from 320 x 240 all the way up to higher definition video. I guess I'll open VLC Media Player. Hey, VLC, you guys are good. Any chance you can play a Bink Media file? It appears not. Hold on one second. Let's try that again. Open with. More apps. VLC Media Player. I'm sorry to inform you, does not work. How to play Bink Video. How to open Bink Video files. No programs needed. Have you tried renaming it? Oh, you can convert to AVI by using any video converter. Alright, let's be real. I'm not going to do that. That's going to take a while. Read The Quiet Man, Producer's Letter 1 from Steam. That I can do. Steam-powered The Quiet Man. In the time it takes to schmoop, boop, boop, boop. Sorry, I need to verify my age. Okay. Producer's letter number 1. Words. This is the Quiet Man producer's letter number 1, okay? Words are truly amazing. They possess the power even to change the world. This is undeniable. For me personally, words are as precious as they are valuable. That said, I believe we as humans are capable of connections that transcend words. For example, an infant need only look into his mother's eyes to know he is safe and loved. And in a world that overflows with cascades of words taken for granted, I can't help but think it's often difficult to realize such connections exist. Words shape consciousness. Indeed, some even say that words are life. But what if we were to cast aside such a life? What if somehow we were able to understand one another through connections formed heart to heart, soul to soul, and could once again look into one another's eyes and form a bond so pure? This concept lies at the core of The Quiet Man, in all capital letters. Feelings that remain after words are abandoned. Feelings that can be conveyed, even without words. Aren't these feelings what are truly important in life? The Quiet Man's producer, Kensei Fujinaga. Dude, some of the Steam comments replying are so good. Be away from girls. These words applied to games these days. Hope to see a good game, not a beautiful, silly, and harmful game. I gotta find a positive review of The Quiet Man. Even if the game is far from being perfect, I'll give it a positive review. The concept itself was an interesting idea because I rarely or even never see games with a deaf main character. And I hope even if the feedback for this one is negative, developers and publishers will give something like this another chance in the future. I agree, it was an inclusive title. For me, it wasn't that easy to understand the story in the first place. You need to interpret most of the time, and if English isn't your first language, lip reading can become quite difficult. I guess that was my problem. Guess I still don't understand it 100%, so I'm looking forward to the patch, which will come soon. The most annoying part in the game are the fights. Sometimes they seem to be like trial and error, even if you dodge more often, and even if you sometimes played games from the beat-em-up section. They could be better. Also, some bug is preventing me from completing the last chapter. The camera just freaks out and then gets stuck. Also, you sometimes still hear some sounds, so you have to restart the whole chapter again, and then it isn't even guaranteed that the bug is actually gone. It wasn't for me. You could discuss if a game like this is even a game or a movie or whatever, but I think that's an old topic these days. It's one creative way to transport your idea of a story. Yes, it's pretty short. You could see it as a fragment of life of the main character. And maybe the price is too high for what you actually get. So people should just decide for themselves if it's worth or not. I hope Square Enix will still give that kind of ideas/stories a chance in the future, even if it doesn't turn out as an all-perfect game. That's a positive review. Dear developers, if your target audience was 37-year-old dads with little free time who enjoy a good movie or short game for less than the price of 2 people going to the theater, then you nailed it. I'm along for the ride and look forward to the answers. Release. On a second playthrough, the combat has become less about button mashing and more timing dodge/counterattacks, and have discovered a ton of new finishers and moves. Great story. On the second playthrough, it really starts to blossom. Just give me just a couple of moments. You got to scroll pretty deep to get some positive reviews. Oh, this is a long one. This is by far the most experimental game to be released by a big publisher this year. I have to give it to Square that they greenlit the idea and pulled it through, but I can also see where many people will have issues with this title and maybe come back from it unsatisfied. To these issues belong confusing fights with hitbox issues where an enemy can hit the air but you still lose health, a brain-melting story where you have to wait until the second playthrough to get an actual grasp of what happened, boss fights that rely almost purely on countering, a camera that sometimes looks away from the violence when you're in focus mode. But I still will go on and give it a positive review. I know, after the amount of negative points I listed, it looks like a stupid move, but there are some positives to this game. To these positives belong the craziness of the story, where you maybe want to see where the hell the story goes next. Have some friends spectate you and enjoy the carnage. There is fun to have in the fights despite the issues. It's not a good brawler like Yakuza 0, but it's still somewhat decent enough brawler. The game also comes with 2 difficulties. If you like a cinematic feeling game, this will be for you, as the game have very good transitions between live action footage and in-engine footage. It also fully commits to have no HUD and having you to rely on audio and visual signals for interactions and when you can use the focus mode in fights. I want to give a shout out to the pause menu. Yes, the pause menu. It functions as an interactive tutorial for you to figure out which button does what, as the story itself won't stop for you to learn it in a tutorial area. If you also like games that try something special, this will also be for you, as the game rolls with the concept of being deaf until the very end. Every sound in the cutscenes is being muffled, and you only get subtitles if you actually hear what's being spoken. If you enjoy jank, experimental or not, this will be a game for you. It is designed to be completed in a sitting, so grab some beer, grab some friends, and just roll with the punches. I can't believe I'm playing like a man who saw his mother dying, and he came to revenge. He can't hear, and I would like to say thanks. The game is different from any other game I ever saw. Graphics and all the items. They literally build a little movie while playing. 10 out of 10 of me. I didn't ever saw a game like that. Thank you for this game, guys. You're awesome. Keep going. Update. I found the bug. The bug can't me to complete the game. The game stucks on the end. All of the game have noise. You can mute it as well. You can't change only the music. You have to mute all or no. Need patch, who gives you that, and fix the bug. The game is still Stevie from me because the gameplay and videos are good. This is a unique brawler beat-em-up movie. Some people have been saying the price is too much. Full price, it's $15, which is the average price of a brand new Blu-ray or 4K Blu-ray movie that just came out. I honestly don't think it's too expensive considering it's a movie and video game. The game itself is pretty unique. The main character is deaf, so you practically don't hear anything. The story itself is a revenge type deal, and it's pretty predictable. It's pretty predictable. It's pretty predictable, is what the story is. I think the story is pretty predictable. But it's hard to make out everything happening in the story because you can't hear anything. To me, it kind of makes it fun to have to figure stuff out. The combat is decent, it's not the worst, nor is it the most innovative. Lastly, it won't take you long to beat the game, as it says it'll take you 3 to 4 hours tops. Positive review, 4.8 hours on record. It is like watching a movie with silent sound. Get boring at cinematic cutscene because I cannot understand a thing they talk about, LOL, but the combat, pretty cool for me. A lot of people didn't like it. I did. Interesting. Trying to be a who is deaf. Oh my word. This is a real review. What a pleasant surprise. The Quiet Man is an interactive movie to die for. Forget about the likes of Her Story or Contradiction. Similar to Need for Speed 2015 and in part Quantum Break 2016, The Quiet Man uses today's technology to its most effect when blending its real-time rendered gameplay with FMV cutscenes. Still, anyone who considered this to be a social awareness piece is thankfully dead wrong. Like the ones who thought Ubisoft's Watch Dogs may be serious about the politics of data security, or Far Cry 5 a concrete statement against Trump, no. The Quiet Man is not really about the deaf and hard of hearing. And it's not as sophisticated as Hellblade's Senua's Sacrifice either. The Quiet Man is not politically correct. In fact, it's so far away from today's usual mainstream video game fare, maybe because its Max Payne-style anti-hero does belong to an out-of-the-box demographic, that I'm glad even such a game could still get greenlit by a major publishing house. It may even be considered pornography by today's standards. Anyone who has ever read the term revenge porn should know what I mean by that phrase. Yet the whole game is still meant to be played by, first and foremost, non-gamers. More so than even David Cage's games. I would go so far as to compare The Quiet Man to Sony's PlayLink series of titles even, except The Quiet Man uses a very basic traditional input method rather than a smartphone device. There are no collectibles or anything else that would make a typical video game out of this. There is no narrative exposition and the story is told through vignettes and vignettes alone. Anyone who liked the narrative style of Homefront should be in heaven. Overall, really unpopular stuff everywhere to look at, therefore the bunch of negative reviews. So this is no video game fast food regarding immersion or skills. Instead, and after Game of the Year contender Forgotten Anne, Square Enix released an exploitative title which is truly diversifying the medium again. And not in the usual sense, of course. I'm certainly looking forward to playing the rest of its chapters. Buying a 0 out of 10 game to own the libs. Well, that's going to do it for today's stream. Hope you've enjoyed it. I'm going to read out subscriber names. I'm going to pass it over to Kate, who is playing Princess Maker 5 at twitch.tv/lovelymomo. Excuse me, Ruka. I'm trying to use my mouse here. I have some names to read off, and I'm going to eat this wonderful lunch. Thank you. Circumstantial Celibate, Blue Shirt, Irregular Pilot, Squagglemeyer, Eloarm, Mixed, Zenny312, Digital Dynamo, Adam Levy, Onsol X, DS Brzoosh. It's actually DSBS Rush. Lord Vendrick, Hjalnir, VicBoss411, Wolfski, Ralki, Samurai Bison, Mannequin, Alan Gasp, The Zaxter, Appledem, Lord Kaiser, Angelix, Quillface, Fireheart 0011, Sir Phantom III, Skeleton in Disguise, Etwinul, Wikipedia 95, Erasmus V, Subcount++, The Highlander, The Piso 3, Jacko Car, Oreo 202, Ingvar GB1, Momo Niji, Pabs JD, Spotolophagus, Probable Panda, Former Microbe, Watterson Maspoon, Kane's the Best, White Pair of Ducks, The Bearded Tom, Epic Fallout, Luke McBride, Gary Nope, Cap and Draven, Play Corruption of Champions, gifted a sub to Watch Black Bible, Last Grey Worm, Her Carl Marco, Crazy Sabers, Reaping, Vostok 238, Ziamis, Mirozi, Miko Muko, Ben Cadden, Dr. Mr. Master, Redix, Tranquility, Faberdan, Flack Blag, Captain Zyber, Sweet Ass Boat, Commander 19, Johnny Rocket 97, Polar Bear Dog, Mr. Kide, Godnook Bow 22, Flarnot, McLicklick, Macros 86, so close to the 69 months. Beep Boop Boop Beep Boop, The Azatom Bartuse, Fordamol, Zeno351, House Footsie, Mr. Fabulous, Swellentist, Only Just Me, HDI, New Dust, Red Rose, Kennetal, Sadman17, Not a Real Couch, Jack O'Carr with the 20 gifted subscriptions. Thank you very much. Lord Green Coffee, Hipster Garbage Trash, Hutali, Max CDFG, Striker G, Pi 642, Floppy Master, The Onus, Fraser Macbeth, NYC Trimley 123, Solver, Millhouse is a Pepe, Dan Giesling, Is That Tom Brady, Puddlesworth III, Roar Guy, Led Dennis, Dragon Rage 210, GG Fawns, Meat General 69, Porcion, Panzer 1509, Rune Heckett, Cakefart 696969, Wekis on Fire, Lord Zongno, Slim Dirty Dizzy, Introvert Nomad, Johnny B. Thunders, White Knight, Javaman Jojo, Vozelheimers, Blim Blam 2, Track 99, Barakuja. Ooh, Barakuja. G. Biermansky, Degenerator, Troubled Tav, Stabby McRunfast, Monkey Breath 5, Schlang, Blood Schmuckles, Ashtray Milk, Various Words, The Coggles, Zed B. Fly, Watch Black Bible, Cole Beasy, Thy Korean, Fabra Dan, Zero Haas, Disturbed DLC, no, Disturbed LC7, Woodsay, Lycos 04, DJ Thundercock, Rogue 4114, Resident Triggered, Emitharia, 1A, Lord Stanbra, Ediconia, Zezbek, The One Who Knocks, Casparius 32, Fallen Flames, Sir Barrington IV, The Utopian, Ting Feng Wan, Dr. Zeus, APVR, Unplanned Afghan, Necrolord 79, Antimatter Dynamite, Vortka, Funky Spinach, Jask 95, Thugnificent, Madija Laudi, Blackout 190, Only Decent Gamer, Woodsay, News Page gifted a sub to Idle Sheep, Generic Millennial, High Zealot, Squid 5, Coop Dog, Chris Archie 93, Vitrox, Officer Webzo, XZ-Man 27527, Jishper, Sea Freak 12. This is just a string of numbers, but thank you. Non-Zix, Zarian, Myra Shonderzi, Zolf Gambit, Brungle Hands, Garden Girl Eden, Maddie the Boy, Tyler Burrito, Platypus 112, Juice Dude, Puppet 1960, Ninja Waffleman 1, Greg TF2, Super Sage Kurama, Forgery, Corporal Herpes, Vidya Gamer, Your Local Rice Farmer, Handsome Doggo, Gigaman 22, Lude Bassoon, Swiggity Studi, Going Home to Lola, Pickled Ian, Vivi, Ragmar 12345, Blull 47, Tabering the Willy, Shogun Ivar, Bestest Git, Nekusol, Cryghoul, Gino Y2K, Handsome Pants TM, Xylar Keatum, Fishy Stick, Tenobris, Buyers Remorse 7, Rooter FTW, Elixty, Luna Pixu, TJ Man 112, Ancro, 00 Evan, Bracker 11, I Drink for Work, 420 Jesus Fan, Kleinabas, Jork Jumpskull, Christopher, TSA Precheck, Yosup 7676, Riley James Brown, Fast Austin, Wabi Sama, Libra Oros, Wargleflorp, Zalart 2501, Buttload of Butts, Slinky ZZ, The Birdman 53, Krankenfurter, Turricow, MST 4K, Mr. Jinx, Join 213, Commander Cookie, Hoxeye, KWA 223, California Toucan, On Such a Windy Day, Yokelhop, RJ Plays Games Occasionally, Pete F, Exploding Pancakes, Lash 422, Cupcake Unicorn, Digital Dynamo, Crucicle, Nuzlocke 42, The Colossal Trainwreck, Xanacus, Captain Flint, Pat of T, Really Read, insert name here, Dream Team FTW, Mist Gunray, Reaping Wild Oats, JB34, Venom Blast 11, The T-Rug, Frozen Carrots, Prince Fu, VMad Matt, Scree, Void Prophet 5040, Pulla 31, Joe Bro 69, Slayer DDE, Vamori, Voice Chimp, Der Goats, Vash G, Mr. Craig, Aikuri, Redabaga, Tree Stump 137, Gobble Me Down, Second Street Guy, Taimanis, Ilby, Origin Angel, and I Want to Come in Alpaca Patrol, gifted us up to Northern Lion is Love. Hey, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Go watch Cape. Antas Tara Tassadar. Thank you as well. Go watch Kate, twitch.tv/LovelyMomo. She's playing Princess Maker 5. I'll see you tomorrow for the NLSS at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. See you then.